In the first video of our Why Are They Coming series, we featured some concrete examples of encounters with extraterrestrial beings. In this video, we will attempt to answer the question of why they are coming, the debate surrounding the existence of extraterrestrial life forms has captured the attention of the scientific community and the public more than ever in recent years. Despite the lack of official explanations, mounting evidence and declassified documents demonstrate that aliens are no longer merely the stuff of science fiction, but a phenomenon whose existence deserves serious consideration. This situation leads us to ask profound questions about humanity's place in the universe, the purpose of our existence, and potential future interactions. Why are aliens here? What is their purpose? What would happen if they ever contacted us? This video offers a multifaceted perspective on these questions, thoroughly examining scientific data, possible scenarios, popular conspiracy theories, and claims spanning from ancient times to the present day. Scientific perspective. The staggering size of the universe makes the idea that life on Earth is unique increasingly improbable. Considering that even the Milky Way contains hundreds of billions of stars, each with planets orbiting them, the existence of life solely on Earth seems like a cosmic coincidence. The principle of mediocrity argues that Earth is not uniquely situated and that the emergence of life elsewhere in the universe is a natural consequence. This scientific principle is supported by mathematical models such as the Drake equation, developed by Frank Drake in 1961. The equation attempts to estimate the number of civilizations capable of communicating in a galaxy and incorporates many variables: the rate of star formation in the galaxy, the proportion of stars with planetary systems, the number of habitable planets, the likelihood of life emerging, the likelihood of intelligent life developing, the likelihood of technological civilizations emerging, and the duration of these civilizations' existence. Although the exact values of these variables are unknown, optimistic estimates suggest that millions of advanced civilizations could exist even in the Milky Way. Exoplanet discoveries over the past 2 decades have provided a solid foundation for the search for extraterrestrial life. Space telescopes such as Kepler and TESS have identified thousands of exoplanets in the habitable zones of their stars, where temperatures allow liquid water to exist. Many candidate planets similar in size to Earth and located in the habitable zone, such as Proxima Centauri b and the planets in the TRAPPIST-1 system, have been found. Next-generation instruments such as the James Webb Space Telescope are analyzing the atmospheres of these planets to search for biosignatures such as oxygen, methane, and ozone, which could be signs of life. The detection of such gases would provide strong indirect evidence for the existence of life on a planet. The search for life within the solar system continues. Jupiter's moon Europa and Saturn's moon Enceladus are known to possess vast saltwater oceans beneath their icy surfaces. It is thought that these oceans, fed by geothermal energy via hydrothermal vents, could host life forms similar to Earth's deep-sea ecosystems. Strong evidence of the past existence of liquid water on Mars and the search for potential signs of life beneath the surface suggests that even the solar system may be richer in life than previously thought. The discovery of Earth-based organisms, such as extremophiles, capable of surviving in extreme conditions, high temperature, radiation, pressure, or chemical environments, suggests that life may even thrive in environments far beyond what is known. Signs and claims extending from ancient times to the present. The claims that visits by extraterrestrial life forms are not limited to the modern era, but have left their mark throughout human history, form the basis of the ancient astronaut theory. This theory posits that advanced civilizations that visited Earth thousands of years ago imparted knowledge and technology to primitive humans, and that some religious and mythological figures were actually aliens. Ancient Egypt and the Pyramids Giza. The construction of the pyramids has led to claims that the Egyptian civilization was beyond its technological capabilities. Some theorists argue that these massive structures were built by, or with the assistance, of aliens, as such a feat of engineering would have been impossible with human tools and equipment at the time. Furthermore, the presence of shapes resembling modern helicopters, airplanes, or spaceships in Egyptian hieroglyphs and temple wall drawings, such as those at the Temple of Abydos, is used to support these claims. Nazca Lines. The Nazca Lines in Peru are massive geoglyphs carved into the desert and are best understood from the air. It has been claimed that these lines, depicting animals, plants, and geometric shapes, were created to guide flying vehicles or send messages to aliens. The question of how such large and complex drawings could be created with such precision with the technology of the time adds weight to the arguments of ancient astronaut theorists. Vimanas. Ancient Indian texts, particularly the Mahabharata and Ramayana, mention flying vehicles called Vimanas. These vehicles are described as being piloted by gods or demigods, moving rapidly through the sky, and even being capable of being used as weapons. Some commentators suggest that these descriptions actually refer to extraterrestrial technologies, and that these gods are actually alien beings. Erich von Däniken and Chariots of the Gods. In his book Chariots of the Gods, Erich von Däniken, one of the most prominent proponents of the ancient astronaut theory, presented numerous examples, linking artifacts and texts from ancient civilizations to alien visitations. While this book was not accepted by the general scientific community, it significantly increased public interest in extraterrestrial life forms. While these ancient signs are often scientifically explained as natural phenomena, human creativity, or misinterpretation, they continue to fuel the idea that extraterrestrial life has been interacting with our planet for a very long time. Why are aliens coming? Speculations about the reasons for alien visitation are extensive, each based on different models of extraterrestrial civilizations, observation, and data collection. The most common assumption is that aliens are technologically far more advanced than we are and view Earth as a laboratory or nature reserve. Just as we observe remote and untouched tribes, they may be studying humanity's cultural, technological, and biological development. Concepts like the Galactic Federation or the Prime Directive suggest that they follow a policy of non-intervention, allowing primitive civilizations to develop at their own pace. In this case, they may simply be observing and collecting data. Resource extraction. A darker scenario is that Earth possesses valuable resources: water, minerals, energy, and aliens need them. If their own planet is depleted or resources are limited, it makes sense that they would seek new resources. However, this scenario would generally lead to outcomes such as invasion or exploitation, for which there is currently no reliable evidence suggesting direct conflict. Genetic or biological studies. Some conspiracy theories and abduction claims suggest that aliens have arrived to collect genetic material or conduct biological experiments on the human race. This could be to prevent the genetic collapse of their own species, to create a new hybrid species, or simply to study evolutionary processes. Warning or guidance. A more optimistic view is that aliens are here to prevent humanity from self-destructing through nuclear war or climate crisis, or to guide us to a higher level of consciousness. Cases like the Ariel school encounter in Zimbabwe, where children claim to have received telepathic warnings about the planet's future, are an example of this scenario. Claims that ancient gods imparted technological knowledge also fall into this category. interplanetary migration or refuge. In the event that their home planet becomes uninhabitable, for example, due to environmental disaster, natural disaster, or war, they may be seeking a new habitat. They may view Earth as a potential backup planet or temporary refuge. This could lead to the colonization of Earth in the long term. Curiosity and exploration. Just as we are curious about exploring other planets, aliens may also be curious about the universe and different civilizations. They may be visiting solely for the purpose of exploration, observation, and gathering information. In this case, their intentions are passive and non-threatening. Conspiracy theories about UFOs and aliens have been fueled by the paucity of official explanations and a lack of transparency. These theories are based on the widespread belief that governments are hiding deep secrets about aliens. Government cover-up and secret agreements. The most popular theory is that the US government and other major powers recovered crashed UFO debris, particularly from Roswell, and even alien corpses, studied them in secret laboratories and reverse engineered the resulting technology. Places such as Area 51, part of the Nevada Test and Training Range, are often cited as centers of this clandestine work. Some theorists claim that secret committees like Majestic 12 managed contacts and diplomatic relations with aliens, and even established secret agreements authorizing human abductions or experiments. Advanced technology transfer. According to conspiracy theories, some of today's advanced technologies, such as transistors, lasers, fiber optics, and stealth technology, were actually obtained through reverse engineering of alien technology. This means that governments secretly acquired these technologies from the public and used them for military or industrial purposes. This suggests that they are the product of external intervention, rather than a natural consequence of human technological advancement. Project Blue Beam, one of the more radical conspiracy theories. Project Blue Beam claims that a global elite group or governments will stage a fake alien invasion to establish a new world order. This project uses holographic technologies and mind manipulation to project images of spaceships or religious figures into the sky, thereby frightening humanity into uniting under a single world government. Black projects and secret space programs. Conspiracy theorists claim that governments, beyond well-known space agencies like NASA, are conducting secret space programs, and that these programs are working in collaboration with aliens. These programs aim to build secret spaceships, establish bases on other planets, and use alien technologies to make new discoveries. While these conspiracy theories are generally unproven, governments' long-standing suppression of UFO and UAP data has fueled public suspicion and belief in such theories. The Pentagon's recent transparency efforts, while fueling conspiracy theories, have also reinforced the notion that something is out there, demonstrating that these phenomena are now the subject of official scrutiny. What would happen if they came and established communication? A direct and official contact with an extraterrestrial civilization would be one of the most significant events in human history. The consequences would be unimaginably large and multifaceted. A universal paradigm shift. This event would fundamentally alter humanity's place in the universe and the meaning of its existence. Religions, philosophies, science, and societies could fundamentally disrupt their self-perceptions. Humans would be forced to accept that they are no longer the only intelligent species in the universe, which could lead to a new cosmic consciousness. The idea of Earth-centeredness would be completely eliminated. Technological revolution. If the civilization we come into contact with is far more technologically advanced than ours, the transfer of knowledge and technology could be revolutionary for humanity. Major breakthroughs could occur in areas such as unlimited clean energy, faster than light travel, cures for deadly diseases, or new materials. While this increases the potential to solve our planetary problems, it could also profoundly disrupt the current global economic and social order. Existing industries and business models could become obsolete. Social and cultural reactions. First contact could trigger a wide variety of reactions worldwide. Some people view aliens as saviors, while others perceive them as a major threat. Extreme reactions such as fear, panic, the collapse of belief systems, or religious revivals may occur. Cultural shock and language barriers can hinder communication. This will require a united response from humanity, but achieving this unity may be challenging. Regional differences and prejudices may also be reflected in relations with aliens. Economic and political consequences. Contact with an extraterrestrial civilization could reshape the global economy. Access to new resources, new trade routes, and the emergence of unknown technologies could disrupt existing balances of power. New alliances and hostilities could form in international politics. Serious diplomatic and ethical debates will ensue over who has the right to speak with aliens and how to relate to them. The role of international organizations such as the United Nations may be redefined. Potential threats and risks. While optimistic scenarios are being presented, potential risks should not be ignored. The intentions of an extraterrestrial civilization may not always be benign. Motives could include resource exploitation, colonization, or even worse, the eradication of a different life form. Furthermore, harmful interactions can arise unintentionally due to technological or biological incompatibilities. Unknown microbes or environmental adaptation issues can pose serious threats to humanity. Therefore, it is vital that first contact be managed very carefully, gradually, and with international cooperation. Some scientists, such as renowned physicist Stephen Hawking, have actively advocated for avoiding contact with aliens, stating that we should not reveal ourselves unless we know their intentions. Unification of humanity. Perhaps such contact could be the ultimate catalyst that unites humanity in the face of global challenges. A common external threat or a shared discovery could lead to humanity's unification and embrace a higher purpose, transcending national and cultural divides. In this scenario, humanity could join a new family in the universe, becoming part of a cosmic civilization. Preparing for the mystery of the universe. The existence of extraterrestrial life forms is no longer a speculative question. It has become central to scientific research and public debate. Countless observations and claims, spanning from ancient times to the present day, and the increasing transparency of governments, demonstrate that this issue is not merely a conspiracy theory, but rather one of the greatest realities humanity will ever face. It is impossible to provide definitive answers to questions such as why aliens came to our planet, what their purpose is, and what would happen if they made contact with us. However, supporting scientific research, encouraging international cooperation, and approaching this potential future with an open mind are vital to humanity. Ultimately, the question, why do they come, is perhaps not just a question we ask. It is also a question they wonder about us. This great mystery of the universe presents humanity with both a threat from the unknown and a unique opportunity. When this encounter occurs, humanity's maturity, wisdom, and ability to act together will determine the ultimate outcome of this cosmic equation.